I think we're
Okay,
good.
loosening up.
Some jumps.
I'm ready. More or less. The glass is correct. Like, wait a second. Looks super shitty when you're filming and have the glass dirty.
A few people have had their phones out, just kind of ruining it.
Yeah, you know the game, right? All you need to look perfect.
So we're here, back in black, black and white, black noir, endorphins, Moritz. We're not starting over, we're going.
Oh,
Go.
we're going, okay, yeah. That's good.
It's the last day, our seriousness has gone out the window. Moritz, endorphins, black noir, an interesting take on drums, non-808, non-909, which is nice. Yeah, for people that don't know, what's black noir?
Yeah, well, it's, as you maybe already have guessed, it's a drum module. It's based on the aesthetic idea of a Roland CR78 kind of a thing, which is often used in dark wave music and any techno music, of course.
Those old kind of organ-style drum machines that, there's maybe one noise source that's shaped in loads of different ways, and they have a much more unique character, I think, than, the 808s, the 909s.
Yeah, true that. What we did is exactly that approach. We started with setting up everything analog. So there is no digital control unit, so everything is really immediately. So trigger comes in, sound goes out. It's built up discrete, no op amps. All of the noisy bits have inductor coil based circuitry, and the drums, of course, are pretty simple things like bass drum, snare, metal beam. Then we have a group of cymbals like closed hats, open hats, and cymbal. And then we have a tambourine kind of style thing. And everything that has noise in it is altered at the same time. So we have the sound of the noise you can alter from a noisy bit to a metalish bit. Then you have, as it is a digital noise, you can alter the bit rate or the depth and distort it or bring it down to something very new and unique and crisp sounding stuff. Then you have a filter with a low pass filter and a resonance here, and this section affects all of the instruments that include noise. So when you're altering the noise sound, you're altering all of the instruments inside, just not the bass drum. There is not much in it, but you have all the volumes here for all the different instruments. You have effect send knobs here to set the amount of instrument going to the send effect, which is the same send effect unit that is in the shuttle in the grand terminal. Up here, like the stereo section, and then you only have a bit of tune for the bass drum, a bit of tune for the body of the snare drum, the tail of the bass drum, tail of the snare drum, and down here you have these blinking buttons is simply mute buttons as long as a trigger is plugged in. When no trigger is plugged in, it's simply a trigger. So that's pretty much for the technical part. One thing to say is we implemented, instead of the chorus of the 8 effects, you have 4 reverbs, 1 spring reverb, 2 delays, and instead of the chorus that has been in the grand terminal before, we replaced it with a freeze looper kind of a thing. I will show it to you in a minute. Also, the last thing to say is we have exit inputs, so you can really make it really groovy, and it's not only static triggers, so you can make it work with velocity. Any further questions?
No, great. Let's have a play on it. Let's hear it.
Okay, great.